Here's Game of Thrones, season 2, episode 6, the old gods and the new. This is really an episode about individuals getting spit up and eaten alive by the powers that be. The rich are getting richer, the poor getting poorer analogy. Basically, rich people or powerful people controlling the peasants' lives and the raw lust for power that causes all of this. And what does it all mean? Well, it means a lot of different things for different people, but all I know is that what it means, just like in our society now, is that the little people get shit on. And I know, living in a first world North American country and being a white guy and sitting here in my apartment and like really kind of like having the life in a downtown city and living in a nice place, I know I'm not the little person, so I'm one of the problems. So I got to do something about it. But this is what this episode teaches you, that you gotta really, really, like, if you got some power and you got a little bit of control, take care of the little people, because if you don't, then you're just as bad as everybody else. Littlefinger, basically his little line, you better look out for yourself because no one is going to look out after you. And that this whole either you win or you die theory of life, it's like life, like it is called Game of Thrones. And really, like, most of these characters like don't even care about anything. They just treat everything as a game, as a game, and it's not really a real life. And they go back to a couple of reviews before. It's like very much like The Wire, where these characters are like they're just playing some sort of game. It's all about the game, but it's really not about the game. And like I said before, like what makes the Wire the difference between Game of Thrones, and it is curious because I've seen obviously all The Wire. I've seen all of Game of Thrones, and I wonder how many people have seen both, because it just seems like the fanboys or the fantasy fanatics wouldn't watch The Wire, and the logic-oriented people and the intellectuals, the New York Times crossword puzzle people who watch The Wire wouldn't watch Game of Thrones. So it's like there's not many people, even though the shows are so similar in so many different ways. I don't think it's been crossed over. I don't think people like who watch The Wire watch Game of Thrones and vice versa. But who knows? I could be wrong on that. But what Game of Thrones is different from The Wire is that it has love, and it's the answer to all the situations in life. And there's all kinds of romances being brewed in this episode. But at the same time, individuals are being sacrificed for the needs of larger organizations. And hey, Jimmy, who lives in a trailer, do you want to go to Iraq and try to kill somebody? Because we need to do that because we need to get some oil, kind of a situation. People always making major decisions for others, which is the theme of this episode. And lots of peasants eventually are being pissed at the royalty because of all the shit that's going down. So lots of very political episode, I guess I could say. That's my review.